During PAX West last month, Constantly Calibrating was lucky enough to get our hands on the then not-released HyperX Cloud Stinger gaming headset. Featuring HyperX signature memory foam and 50mm directional drivers, HyperX is setting out to create a high-quality sound experience at an affordable price. On the show floor of PAX West, I was able to go hands-on with the HyperX Cloud Stinger headset, and being who I am, I had to get a unique take on it. While Constantly Calibrating creative director Justin Stanley was experimenting in a first-person shooter, I was watching videos of my son playing in my kitchen back home. To some, this may seem like a waste of a gaming headset, but to me it was the perfect test. I know what my son playing in the kitchen sounds like, and let me tell you, despite the noisy Friday afternoon crowd at PAX West, wearing the HyperX Cloud Stinger headset was like being right there. Throwing on a pair of VR goggles would have been the only thing that enhanced the experience. I knew right then that this headset had to be our first hardware review for our new video platform. Thankfully, HyperX was willing to send me a review unit so we could test the headset out long-term in the comfort of my office. The first thing I have to say about the HyperX Cloud Stinger headset is that it is damned comfortable. I'm not talking about the first time you put on a new headset comfortable, but that comfortable sensation you get after a 5-hour gaming session where you forgot you were even wearing a headset. Seriously, the comfort value of this is just gorgeous. Whether long-term gaming or editing videos or audio, I never felt more than the slightest discomfort wearing the headset. Said discomfort only triggered around the 3+ hour continuous usage mark, which honestly is better than any previous set I've owned. This is even more impressive when you consider the ridiculous near-hipster thickness of my glasses frames. This bullshit masquerading as fashionable vision correction I wear on my face normally makes most headsets or headphones brutal beyond the 2-hour mark. But not the case with the HyperX Cloud Stinger. But you're not here for a comfort review of this set probably. No, you're the average gaming consumer wanting to know how this headset produces sounds. The answer is well. Very well, some would even say. Now look, I'm not some expert audiophile despite what I wrote on my resume that one time. When I'm gaming, I look for a set that allows me to clearly hear music, sound effects, and dialogue independently of each other, while in applicable games helping me ever so slightly deduce where noise is coming from. This set allowed me to do that with relative ease. Whether playing Smash and Grab or Hitman, I was always aware of moving around me, and in games like Beat Cop's Preview, I was tuned into the awesome 80s soundtrack at all times. At the original time recording for this review, I had been using both the AT2020 podcast mic, which we usually use for, again, all podcasts, all things in general, as well as the headset for the Cloud Stinger. And I had done this for the podcast as well and hadn't had a chance to listen to the audio. Recorded a whole thing about the quality, and honestly, the quality upon re-listening does not match up to the standards I like now. I feel it works very well for Skype calls. I feel it works very well for streaming quality. But the main problem we're running into here is for an actual release to video quality, it doesn't. This is something you can hear very well based on the quality you're hearing right now, which is the microphone right here from the Cloud Stinger. So for recording, I don't recommend it. It's not great. It's nice that you can mute it and things like that, but that's kind of useless for high quality recording. If you want to film with it, things like that, don't. Get a better quality mic. This is good for streaming. This is good for voice chat, things like that. Nothing else, though. Now, the microphone aside, it's worth mentioning that this headset feels sturdy as hell. Like, I'm holding it right now in my hands, and hopefully it's not disrupting the sound so much. Thankfully, I have a backup sound going, just in case. But this headset is nice, sturdy. It's, as you can see, the lovely steel here. This feels like a headset that I could, let's say, drop on the ground or have my toddler come in and yank and pull around, and it's still going to be usable. And that alone, to me, is massively impressive. Now, it's not all perfection, as while the Cloud Stinger works quite well on my main PC here, I can't seem to get the microphone working on my laptop, despite numerous attempts. Audio comes through crisp and clear, but nothing seems to transmit outward from the mic. I had similar issues getting it operating with my Xbox One, though I did find the PlayStation 4 to work just fine with it. Though I never really found a good opportunity to test the microphone to its full capabilities, let's just be fair there. Overall, the HyperX Cloud Stinger headset is a stellar sound experience, which to me is the most impressive when you consider that it cost at launch $49.99. I have owned $100 headsets that were comparable at best, so ultimately this is an impressive experience. We don't do review scores as part of our Let Us Show You review series, so instead take my words as scoring. If you're in need of a new headset, you'd be hard-pressed to find a better quality one for anywhere near as close to $50. So maybe give the HyperX Cloud Stinger headset a shot.